The third group is called Autumn Sonata. It's a fabulous group with neutral base cloths, yet we have a lot of splashes of color. So let's talk about the base cloth. This is actually available in charcoal and in vicuna. It's a melange fabric, so you see a tiny little bit of gray even in the vicuna color. This is an Italian tropical wool. This fabric breathes very nicely, so it will transition seasons and a lot of different regions. What I want to talk about first are the details in this. The trim is in a silk charmeuse in vicuna. So remember, we've talked about this silk shell quite a few times. It comes in 6 colors. You can easily wear this as a suited look. I could put a chocolate brown bottom. I could put a black bottom. I could wear this with jeans. But what I decided to do today is to put this as a suit. It is a side zip pant. It is available in Missy and in women's. And do you know that 50% of women fall into a specialty category? 30% are women's, are plus size, and 20% are petite. So what I love is that we have an entire women's collection that actually satisfy a lot of needs with exactly the same fabrics that we use in Missy and petite, but maybe a slight different proportion. So in the women's jacket, you won't have the waist seaming detail, and it's 3 inches longer, but perfect for a women's size body. Underneath this, I've actually put the python cashmere cardigan. You also had seen it with a knit tank. You've also seen it with a great scarf, and I think I have it on the double knit cardigan. But what I love is that I could easily put a blouse underneath this. I could put the cami underneath this and create a suited look, but I can also split it apart as separates. I did want to talk 1 second about the charcoal color. We do actually have in charcoal and in vicuna a beautiful silk charmeuse tunic. It does fall longer than the hem of the jacket, but what's great with this is you could put the black miracle legging with this. I could put cords with this. I could put jeans with this and dress it down a bit, almost like a boyfriend jacket because of the length of the jacket, or I could wear it back as a suited look. If you do want to wear this with the pant and you don't want the tunic to hang out the bottom of the jacket, all you'd really have to do is blouse it just a bit and the outfit would be perfect. So let's talk a little bit about this double knit sweater jacket. Beautiful fabric. What I love about this is that our double knits are actually just as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside. And what's great is that the facing is actually the trim of this sort of longer knit jacket. I have paired this with the camel cords. Again, you know they come in 5 colors. I could easily pair this back with the charcoal or the vicuna pant, make it a little bit more suited, make it a little more suitable for work, but I also love it just as a jacket or a coat depending on where you live. If you haven't ever bought our leathers before, you have to this season. It's like butter. The way it fits on the body, the way it drapes, and what's absolutely gorgeous about this particular jacket is we have custom gold staples on this particular jacket on the front and the back. Exquisite details with absolutely very sort of cozy, very soft leather. It has great seaming details, beautiful buttons. But what I have done is I have actually put, once again, I know you're going to be so tired of me talking about these 6 charmeuse camisoles, but I've put this underneath and paired it with a beautiful Italian reptile jacquard pant. This is a 12-inch leg opening, so it is very sort of narrow, sort of tapered leg, very similar to the pant that we had last winter that was sort of that modern cut, but great paired back, of course, with this outfit, but I could easily go back to putting it with the base cloth. What you have to think of all the time is when you sell a suit, what novelties can I sell with that to add on to your sell and to make the client have more outfits in the morning than she has days to wear them. So the last in this particular group is called our English check. It's a great fabric. It's almost like a riding jacket. What they've done is we've paired the ponte knit and olive. You do have olive ponte knit bottoms, so if you want to wear something a little more suited. When you're displaying your outfits, your jackets that actually have flap pockets, tuck one in and leave one out. Sometimes it actually, you'll know exactly which way works best for the client when she puts it on. Maybe she carries a little bit of weight in her tummy or has a little bit of a lower bust. And also sometimes by tucking the pocket in, it makes it a little less sporty, a little more evening-like. But what I did is I paired it with this fabulous, it's $185, this viscose turtleneck. This is a very substantial yarn and it drapes nicely on the body. As you can see, I have it in ivory, I have it in olive, and I have it in these 4 colors. We'll revisit that in a minute. But again, $185. You will want to actually display these together because if a client wants one, I'm sure she'll want multiple colors. And to be able to run out and grab them when she's in the fitting room, it saves a lot of time. What I also did though is instead of putting this as a suit, I paired it with our fabulous chocolate twill jean. This is a slightly slimmer leg than our regular stretch twill jean, and this is a 95% cotton, 5% lycra. So slightly different content, but a fabulous Italian cotton. It does have little detail. It has some quilting on the knees. But what I love is I'm not showing you the jacket today because I'm going to give you some homework to do. But I want you to look up the chocolate jacket because it has fabulous leather trim sort of around the elbows. Beautiful jacket to be able to mix and match with some of these pieces as well as some of our more trouser look. So I have revisited this again in our sheared beaver faux fur vest. I'm madly in love with this. It's $2.95 and it's going to be a top seller. I'm telling you, we should always have a faux fur in the collection because it really just adds a little something extra. But what I've done is I've paired it with the Luxe Viscose Olive turtleneck. I've added a little bit wider belt. Again, you have a lot of belts this season. Some are real leather, some are faux leather, so the price points vary. Most of our slim pants are typically in that theory style pant, but what they've done, the 5th slim pant this season is actually in a little bit of a new style. So just to give you an idea, or as a reminder of what our slim pant, it just takes the weight of the trouser out of the back of the hip and the bottom. So let's finish with talking about, I'm madly in love with this yarn. I think the way it feels and the way it drapes on the body, it can be belted, it can be tucked in. So again, we have baby leaf, we have black, we have scarlet, dark chocolate, we have olive, and we have ivory. What's great is we also have this particular yarn in 6 colors in a V-neck, and it's $145. So you're going to see that in the next section.